Welcome to the new series. I'm gonna have to try to be quiet because it is very early in the morning. So, I'm as blind as you are. Let's get into it. Get a job, any job. Down and out. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and it isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Navajo, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your yen. Something needs to change, and soon. So, the money, I guess, is a yen, but it's like maybe a new sort of combined currency of Asiatic origins. And we are a runner, which I don't know what that means, but I would assume it means something fairly questionable. Now, I played this game years ago for just a moment, but then I never got to finishing it, but it's always been in the back of my mind. And now I'm gonna play it. And we'll see how this works. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. That's not too bad. Unless it's like Saturday. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. Let's view our contacts, see who we know. The list is sad, dried up. Carter, Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, he's dead. Felton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner is dead. Half-Jack, dealer, retired or dead, but gone anyway. The list goes on, all either dead, ends, or just plain dead. Calendar. It's empty, nothing to do. Alright, so this is where we sort of, I guess, find the things that we're supposed to be doing. So, this is a little bit different, I guess, from the previous games, because I know I can fail, I know I can die and stuff. So I'll probably just show you my successes, and then if I get stuck somewhere, we'll see how that works out. Because the other games, they have a failure, but it's not catastrophic in a sense where the game ends. The game keeps going regardless of my multiple failures. I feel like this is doing, this is looking, so we're going to look first and then do. Your computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. My name is Law. Mission items, none. So I will go and have a look around the apartment now. I guess this is the exit. But yeah, it's a it's a sorry state. Not sure what that is, but it's like, it looks like some kind of, has like a mop on it, but it looks like it might be for food. I don't know. Sam Watts. Objective complete. Answer your vidphone. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey buddy, I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Drunk or high. Where you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you since months, or in months. I don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. Oh, fuck. He's dead, too. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Oh, don't be so, what's the word, dramatic. Hey, remember that Ren Raccoon run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I? I feel a request coming in. Though he's dead, but one should honor the dead. Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. "3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down." So I guess this is like a tutorial. So we are in America, West Coast. Or at least we were 3 years ago. New Larry. Sangoma. I wonder if I can just walk around, but let me talk to Sangoma first. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Law. Our fixer roses for the run, and for Dowd we wait. Your call. I feel like it's a bad idea. You should probably run when someone's like late and another person is dead and the plan didn't go as planned. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd, never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. I hate this friggin' city, Law. Sweat and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. Shut your scream about the rain. Wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. Sam Watts. I don't know, Law. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. So never drinking on a run. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Yeah, it's been a little weird. Yeah, better show we need the money, but what do you think we should do? I don't know. I'm not the brains of this operation, but I'm thinking we slot and run. The money's just not worth what happened to Dowd. Yeah, I sort of agree in a sense where money is useless once you're dead. Cut the direct, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. I'd like to know why he went down too. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Spill it out, fucker. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands, they're shaking. Been drinking, Sam? So let me ask it, because I don't know. Did you miss a beat? No, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling lightning bolts, son. You should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. Blame game. Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over his shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. So yeah, I really don't know what's going on here. That's where I can see them, asshole. How do I know he's looking for someone and it's not the fixer? So if I know that, then I'll just ask him a direct question. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up with a cushy court job. I'm out of this racket. Alright. We've got him coming. It's an ambush. Looks like my new Rinraka friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. So I'm feeling that new Larry, well, he's dead too. He was dead in the contacts. I don't think he's probably not gonna make it out of this, because who wants a traitor in their company? We should choose our friends more carefully, Law. At least we have each other. You'll miss me when I'm gone. Sure will. So, to my knowledge, leave the mage, kill the others. So they are gonna try to save him. Alright, so I was just about to say the combat is turn-based, which is something I really enjoyed back in the day, and these days too, because it doesn't really... It's one of those things where you don't have to hassle too much. You can stop and breathe and think. So you are now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is... Music is fine, but it shouldn't be super loud. So game noises are good, loud, but then music not that much. Alright, so let's see how this works. When I created the character, there were some skills that I got from different things, and I usually, when I play RPGs and games in general, I think I mentioned in the previous series as well, I don't really try to make like a super character. I try to make a character that I would sort of maybe enjoy playing, but then that's not too far from, you know, reality in a sense, because it's really hard to... what's the word? It's really hard to sort of get into the mood when your character is like totally different from yourself. Basically, there needs to be some sort of similarity. Relate. That's the word. So I guess that's like armor. So 67% armor, or then a chance to hit. I think this might be a chance to hit, so 99% chance to hit, and his armor is full, or his defense, or his health, but I think because the shield is there, it's armor. Over here, I think we can change... I don't want to use my action points for, like, flicking through things. But yeah, here we can choose it. Aim to burst. Burst fire. 2 attacks in one direction, low accuracy, low critical damage, uses 6 bullets, okay. Spray and pray, 2 attacks with less chance for a critical. May hit adjacent characters, uses 6 bullets. So this is like just firing from behind a wall blind, basically. 2 attacks in one action, low critical damage, increases accuracy by 10%, uses 4 bullets. And cooldown is 3... area, so this doesn't have a cooldown. So I remember this was one of the actions that I chose. So I'm going to use this first, because I feel like a mage that close up might be a problem. This guy might be a problem as well because he's got like a rifle. She looks like an officer of some sort with a pistol. So we're going to try to get rid of new Larry first because he's right there. So I'm guessing that's his health. And he's wounded. And where are my action points? And I think this is for changing weapons, but I don't want to change it in case I use up my movement, so I'll just try to shoot him again. Right, and I control everybody, because in some games you control yourself, and then everything else is AI. I think I can't remember. Wasteland had like companions and Fallout and stuff like that. So he's worse with the SMG than I am. I'll make sure he's fucking dead. Yeah, there we go. And Sangoma, I should probably check these guys as well if they have some sort of special abilities. But I would like to get rid of this guy first. And also, alright. So there, I should have moved to cover first with these two guys because I forgot. Well, it's been like 10 years since I played this almost, or basically 10 years, so. But I think, yeah, being in cover is better. And yeah, that means that you're in cover at least in one direction. So that is health. That's the marker that you are in cover. We're going to get rid of the rifleman first. And we're going to use this one on him just to try to make sure that we hit him. Oh shit, he's dead. She's coming in really close. Oh, fuck, there's more. Alright. So it's my turn, so I should probably... I feel like I should keep myself alive, which is sort of selfish, but I think the game will end if I die. So, I do need to seek cover right now, and I should probably... I feel like I should go here and get rid of her. But then he's going to have to come to cover as well. So I'll move the furthest and might not be able to shoot her. I can. And then he should come over here next to me. Get rid of her. And then I think generally in a firefight you don't want to be in the same spot. Like that's not good. Because then everybody's suppressed when everybody's behind these, and then if someone chucks in like a grenade, everybody's dead. So you also want to engage from different directions, but never across the field in a sense, unless you're on like elevated ground, because then you can just fire downwards and then you won't hit your friends. But I feel like they're going to come in from here. This is quite a long way, but I think I will move her right here to get a sort of secondary firing position. And then I think, not sure what weapons they're holding, but they look like pistols. So I'll try to hit him first because he looks bigger and meaner. Oh, shit. So next we're going to have to wait if there's somebody coming up from behind us, but there's cover there too. But we are going to get rid of the wounded guy first because that is how things usually work best. Oh shit, like I said. Never, oh fuck. Never be in the same spot with someone in a firefight. So I'm really, really wounded. So I should probably see if I have any med kits. The most basic med kit that heals you or any team member, consumed when used. Restores a teammate to life when 25% of their total health, consumed when used. So I do have Grenades too. I'm not sure this is going to help me too much. Oh, I've only got 10 HP. Jeez, that's not good. And I just spent my turn there, so they're going to be shooting me, I would imagine. And he's got a rifle, so he might just burst fire us to death. See if this was the shortest lived game ever with the tutorial failure. I will try to... She's not hit yet, and everybody's sort of in cover, and she's right there. I should probably try to get rid of these guys. And Renroku is probably the corporation. So, I don't know what mages do, but I do know what firearms do. So, area of attack, but it's less accurate and so far away, so I'll just fire. Ah, damn it. Yeah, out of line of sight, so that's good to know too. They're down. I feel like I should come closer, perhaps. I can shoot at this guy, but it's really not going to work out. And this is always a danger when you're firing over some friends, so I'll just go back here. It doesn't look like it's good cover, but we'll see. Okay, at least she took the damage, which is good. Right. So you have spells that can sort of summon things, and then you have like tech with which you can do different kinds of things. I have no idea how that works, so we're going to figure it out soon-ish, but I know that I probably should move back here. So this is like half cover, and this is full cover. So we should spread around a little bit, and I'll try to get him into like a flanking position, and her as well. At least I hit. Oh, he's out of ammo, so this is reload. And I don't think there's like actual ammunition, so you have infinite ammo, which is sort of makes things easier. But get rid of her, hopefully. Yes. I don't know why he disappeared. I guess he was there for one turn. No, it was her who summoned it, right? Because I thought it was the mage, but it was actually her. So you can do all kinds of things with a single character. You're not limited to. No, you're not limited to your class in that sense, but of course you could be better at one thing than another. But yeah, they have so much more health compared to me. I should probably have focused on that a little bit. I was thinking that I'd stay back in the sidelines, but then my weapons don't really allow that because I have an SMG. But I need to reload, it seems. I think we got them. Alright, you okay, Sam? Oh, the hell of a thing. He looks pretty good, but I don't want to support. I want to sort of... if a person doesn't look too good, it's good to say it out loud, because usually a person who doesn't look good, he doesn't realize it himself. You were born for this, Ganlaw. Me, not so much. I think I'm going to hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere, stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Yeah, I'll find a safe house out of town. Renroku has a long memory. I'd rather maybe skip town even. I do too, I don't forget my friends. What? You stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got a 100,000 yuan insurance policy payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. This is actually, I feel like this is a really good setup for a mission. Not over the top, just basic stuff. I think that's awesome. It's pretty rare these days, I feel. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. Chet. Ooh, he's a fancy lawyer. Pursuant to Mr. Watts' wishes, Rogers, Mengert, McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Alright, how do I do that? Look, Law. I've led a direct life, and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I mean, you mentioned the money, so I'm in. Someone will pay, which is the lawyer. I'd say my schedule's pretty clear right now. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Seattle can be worse. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. Alright, so I have time to read this. I was thinking if it's just a loading screen. So the dead man switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Okay. Just wonder if I can walk. He likes to run. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. There's a few bodies here. Dresden. Can I talk to him from across the table? Nope. Sorta. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do you for, sir? So are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise Aries Corner 2. And you are? I'm Law. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. But what makes you think he's here? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. I'm not going to mention my money to anybody. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over there. So I'm guessing over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. So what did they take from Sam? Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing and the third had the spleen removed. So they're taking... I did not expect this to turn into a detective investigation, I swear, but here we are again. So different body parts, and I feel that because our friend Watts has been drinking a lot, possibly doing drugs, the liver might not be a coincidence, though removing a spleen is sort of weird. A heart I can understand if someone has like a heart condition or something. So maybe this person is taking body parts that are damaged and they're trying to fix them or, get them to function again or something. So it could be a corporation, it could be anything. So, because the world is the way it is in this world, it could be basically anybody. Dresden, get out of here. McCluskey. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. So this guy's got to be like a detective or something. Towering over the diminutive corner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? So you insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go with Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. So yeah, he's basically as corrupt as this whole world. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So this person needs to be sort of proficient, because it's not enough to basically tell someone how to do something, because you need the skill as well. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. Right, so there's that to take into consideration. I would assume that the lasers are handheld because of all the tech. So you could carry a laser with you as well to use as a scalpel, but a scalpel is something that it does get dull, but it doesn't require power or anything like that. So it's pretty good, I guess, for murder. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. And who the hell are you? Oh shit, I'm not strong at all. I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by someone who wants to assist you in finding this killer. I think this is... I'll try to be courteous, but he's probably going to just tell me to fuck off and stay out of his way, but we'll see. The director you were, you get anywhere near my investigation, it will be you on the slab, human. Dressed and get me more. I am putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. What's the rush? Do you always make friends that easy? Yeah, he doesn't seem like my type. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Someone was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. A job's a job. Yeah, I'll just be a little sentimental here because I don't think he cares about it, but he might think that I'm naive enough, so he'll help me because he wants something as well, it seems. Fascinating again. Detective Mikulski isn't interested in anything but Detective Mikulski. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 yen a week in his paycheck. Okay, so 100,000 is a lot, I guess. Oh no, another 10 yuan, right? So that's, I guess it's not a lot. That's the point of the joke. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. Good. What can I do to help you? What was that Mikulski said about Sam's mother? I'll ask about that first. Hopefully I can ask more. The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? You don't buy that. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. So bruises on upper arms would be someone held her, or then she was tied up with her upper arms. I guess it was more like being held because you would rather want to hold someone by their arms or hands, wrists rather than upper arms. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimmier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. So yeah, what are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of nyan, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days, organ grinders only deal in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. So it's like there's like someone, because they were still alive when the organs were harvested, but then again they don't seem to care about the quality of the organ or they don't, of course, know, they don't know how to look inside the body first and see the quality of the organ. But I would assume that once they look at liver, if they have any knowledge, then the liver, if they see that it's damaged or, you know, inflated or something like that, then they won't, they wouldn't take it. They would choose another organ. And then, of course, if somebody is like a heavy drinker, the killer, if it's not a random murder, then they would know that the person's liver might not be the best thing. So since we don't know exactly what happened, I would imagine that maybe, well, yeah, there's many directions this could still go, so I'm not going to make any guesses right now. Where was Sam killed? Oh, on the tick. Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for Mikulski's career and wallet. Right, so he's working for some corporation, I would assume. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you can find anything useful? Okay. So he doesn't seem like an idiot. I think he understood my question. So let's see if there's something in here. Basic med kit. Well, I didn't want to steal it, but I guess you can't really steal things. Well, let's poke around here a little bit. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. So someone's alive in there. Maybe it's Sam. I'm just going to say it out loud, but probably not. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Jake Armitage. Shit. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. So he's both like a tech wizard, basically. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Don't look like your damn alarm clock. Give me a break, chummer. I haven't had my soy calf yet. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I will ask the questions. What the hell are you doing in a morgue drawer? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Well, look at me. I have a mustache. Yeah, he's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out, maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jack, and you are... Call me the Law. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the seamstresses' union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. And what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a pal. Anyway, there's a big fat core bounty on my head. Like I said, the last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangsters thought they could turn a quick profit off of my head. So I guess the gangsters are dead, but then Watts is dead. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. Yeah, he's saying things that just create more sidelining questions, but do you know anything else? I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Shame, though. Wish I'd been there if those slagging gangsters hadn't come along. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with these Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. Since I don't have any money or anything else, I think I will accept in any case, and I hopefully don't have to tell anyone else about my little dead man switch deal money. It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I was just about to say that we were on the top of the list of Sam Watts' friends, people he can trust, so there's no reason that this guy is even sort of telling the truth, but I do sort of, there's two people who are speaking to each other, communicating to each other in a way where they sort of understand what trust is or right things are, but they could just be playing me totally. So yeah, assuming you can trust them, it's good to have someone watching your back. I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade. I don't want one to go back on a deal, though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. I guess so. What do you say? Alright, Jake, count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners, whiny bunch of gangsters, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Do we need a weapon? I think, because I took two weapons. I think pistols and SMGs, which is, they're sort of in the same category, which isn't good, really, because you should have, like, variety if you're going to split your skills up a little bit, maybe, but I don't know, it felt good at the time, and that's how I'm rolling. But we're going to get an SMG, because that's what I'm better with. And I was thinking pistol is like a backup weapon, and they're both small, so they're easy to carry around and stuff. Spray and pray, fair enough. Take this. It's a little beat up, but it works. Beretta Model 70. So ready for an evening out on the town? Yeah, tell me a little bit about these guys, just so that we know what we're getting into. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. Alright, I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. We can leave whenever you're ready. Well, let's see if he just runs after me, or... Yeah, he does. Okay. So I will leave this here. We are investigating a murder. Surprisingly enough, and I actually mean that because I was not expecting that. We have a friend. Oh, there's some stuff in there. Basic med kit. I think there's another one maybe in there. Dock wagon, basic trauma kit. Oh, I didn't even look at the body. I didn't get a chance to. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet with his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Below the chest. Below that the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Alright, so I'll just go through this. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode, but that's fine. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. The Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. So he was working for the Seamstresses Union as somebody, I guess maybe like a bouncer or security or something. Look at cred stick. It's a standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. So I'm not sure what a cred stick is, but I would assume it's like a money thingy. But since there's knowing what's on it, it might be like a USB card. So I'll take that. Oh, it was money. That's good. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The back sloshes a bit in your hand. Right, because he's undressed. So some of the buttons are missing, so someone just tore it off, or tore it open, and then was, working relatively quickly. They weren't being surgical about the shirt, at least. One would imagine. The handwritten note. You can only see parts of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we argued. We have been long. To say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Alright, so we are looking for Jessica, and I would guess we'll find her around, or at least find where she is. Her whereabouts over at the Seamstresses Union. Whatever that is. A bar. So I'll leave this here, and next time we will get rid of some gangsters, maybe make some money, get some better gear, learn some new skills and things like that. So I will see you in the next one.